Alright, tignan natin itong Miro 'no, kung papaano sila mandaya. Kasi kung nangyari ito sa Smartmatic 'no, through Comelec, malaki ang posibilidad na mangyayari ito sa Miro. Tignan natin.
The joint venture led by South Korean firm Miro Systems will be the Philippines' top election provider in 2025, including automated counting machines. This after it secured next year's most expensive election contract worth 17.9 billion pesos.
Grabe, no?
Comelec says Thursday, February 22, its 7-member on-bank voted unanimously in awarding Miro and its local partners the
Grabe.
contract. Miro is the lone bidder for the contract seeking to reshape
Lone bidder.
automated elections in the Philippines. Miro is tasked to deliver the counting machines, ballot boxes, canvassing laptops and printers, and ballot paper and printing services. Miro officially unseats Smartmatic, the Philippines' poll tech supplier, since 2010.
Ayan na, ang ano pa dyan is pinakamahal. So far sa lahat ng election system na nangyari sa Pilipinas, pinakamahal ito, 17 billion. Kumpara doon sa Smartmatic, no? May issue itong si Miro system ng South Korea sa Democratic Republic ng Congo. And actually, hindi lang sa Congo. Kasama dito yung Argentina. At mamaya may Iraq pa pala malalaman natin. So, ang problema kasi dito, no, kung makikita natin, na-sample sa atin,
We were the ones who drew the terms of reference of this machine. Ginawa po pa nila yan based on our terms of reference that we drafted 11 times. We really edited, revised based on the recommendation of NAMFREL, PPCRB, and other citizens' arm. So this is a byproduct of our experiences and what is really needed by our...
Gusto niyang i-establish na parang pinakustomize pa daw natin yung Miro system according to our term kung papaano nababagay daw sa bansang Pilipinas. May naging issue ang ginawa ng Miro na yung ginawa nila sa Argentina, yung systems na ginawa nila sa Argentina ay parang ni-recycle din nila at yun din ang ginamit nila sa Congo. So, kung doon tayo babase, hindi po makatotohanan itong sinasabi ni Garcia na pinakustomize pa daw natin yung Miro systems according to our preference, according na makapag synchronize sa sistema ng election system sa Pilipinas. Oo, tingnan ninyo kung paano tayo inuuto.
Miro as a company actually conducted 5 elections in South Korea.
South Korea, kung ang template ng Miro systems para sa South Korea, sabi sa 5 presidents, nababagay yun sa South Korea. Iba yung sistema nila dun. Iba din yung sistema natin sa Pilipinas. Di ba? So,
very successful.
Kung hindi ginawa ng Miro yung totoong, alam mo yun, yung kinustomize daw, bakit ganun ang ginawa nila sa sa bansang Congo? Hindi naman nila kinustomize, ni-recycle nila at yun din ang ginawa.
In the conduct of the election in South Korea, as far as the issue of Congo is concerned, we already talked to the president of
hindi
the
lang sa Congo
Electoral Commission. Everything being
kung may reklamo sa 2 or more countries, malaking problema yan. Kasi hindi lang sa Congo lang yung pino-point out nila dito.
These misinformations and fake news going around are actually against Miro, but hindi po totoo. May automatic feature na po siya.
Yan, pwede.
Yes, ma'am. Tingnan po natin. So, you insert the ballot. Almost 3 seconds lang, 200 millimeters per second. It's now scanning. And after scanning, the ballot is being recognized, meaning this is an original ballot. And therefore, ma'am, ito yung selection nyo. If you want to...
Ito yung nakakatakot dito. Ulitin natin. If you want to...
And therefore, ma'am, ito yung selection nyo. If you want to...
Nakita nyo, may return?
If you want to change, for example, or you want to add...
change. Nakakatakot yun. If you want to change, add.
Another candidate, then you have to return. Yes, ma'am.
Pwede mo palang iluwa.
Then what do they do? The voter goes back to the seat?
Yes, ma'am.
Nakakatakot yun. Kasi paano pag yung voter, kasi nakita nyo, walang password walang code kung paano ko. Halimbawa, kung ako lang yung voter, in-input ko na, pinasok ko na sa machine, Tapos, pag gusto kong ipalabas ulit, dapat may code ako na ako lang nakakaalam. Paano pag for example, ako, voter, pinasok ko na doon, wala na akong second thought, tapos na akong bumoto, lumabas na ako ng room. Paano pag yung nagbabantay dyan, sila ang nagluwal? Tapos pwede pa lang nila i-change. Ano yung sabi niya, di ba? Tingnan nyo. Oh.
Candidate,
Ayun may return, oh. Oh, return, tapos ikakast mo.
to change,
Oh,
for example,
change.
or you want to add
You want
another
to add. Oh, pwedeng i-add yan nung nagbabantay. Hindi tayo nagbibiro dito. Delikado to.
candidate, then you have to return.
Return.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Ano
then what do they
nakakatuwa
do?
doon pag nireturn?
The voter goes back to the seat.
Yes, ma'am. Pero ma'am, yan, i-customize pa natin. There is another very important feature of this machine. There is
Malito
actually
malito
at the lower portion, there is actually a camera. The reason
Camera.
for the camera, ma'am, is because we have shown to the public, to the televiewers, that your receipt actually has a QR code.
QR code.
At
Ito
the end
pang
of the
delikado
voting,
sa
at the
QR
end of the
code.
counting, we are going to capture all the QR codes
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And so that the votes in the receipts will be tallied, it will be compared to the election returns.
Yeah.
And at the same time, we are going to allow the NAMFREL, PPCRB, majority
Ang
party.
problema doon sa QR code, hindi mo madadala yon, hindi mo mapicturan. Ikaw, walang, kumbaga, pag nahulog mo doon dito sa may side na ito, yung QR code, tapos na. Ang problema doon, ito ayan the QR code technology, which he said may record information that would compromise voters' right to ballot secrecy. Anyone who has that QR code can take a picture and pwede nilang ma-access yun. 'Di ba? So pwede nilang makita yun. Kasi we don't know kung meron bang code yan or password or security na naka-program dyan sa QR code na yan. Kasi anybody can access that and anybody could do anything. Lalo na sila yung may hawak ng system natin na yan. Hindi natin alam kung paano nila makontrol yung system na yan. So, yung ballot secrecy na naging issue dito, malaking problema yung QR code na yan. Sa totoo lang. Tapos, isang issue daw, yung system daw nung machine na ito, at the time, ay 2014 na Android pa. Android OS 2014, outdated na yun. Ayun outdated. 2014, anong taon na tayo ngayon? Unless kung na-upgrade nila. Ngayon, eto, 2G, nag-self-realize daw sila ng 2G to 3G cellular connection that could leave hacking. Sabi ni Garcia, hindi raw mahahack yun. Kasi walang Wi-Fi daw yung machine na yun. Oo, walang Wi-Fi. But you are using 2G or 3G wireless. That means that's also can be hacked kasi may signal yan Gumagamit ka pala ng 3G o ngayon maybe 4G na ngayon. I don't know also kung ito po ay na-update yung 2014 Android OS na yan. Yan po ang problema sa Miro system natin. And may red flags. Ang nag-red flag dito ay yung author nito ay hindi ito Pilipino, international ito. At kung titignan natin, ang sabi niya rito, hindi lang sa Congo, kundi pati pala sa Iraq. Kung tignan natin, in Iraq, provincial election last December, which used Miro's voting machines, a group of election monitors said 70% of voting stations had malfunctioned. 70. And we're talking about, ito, balita lang to noong April 2024. So, nung sabi niya dito is last December, so ibig sabihin, December ng 2023. Very recent po ito. Kung 70% nag-malfunction, abay, tinalo nito ang Smartmatic. Diba? By not transmitting and recording the results properly, that led to worries that the election could be manipulated by corrupt political parties. Hindi po malayong mangyari yan na mag-malfunction. Hindi po natin alam kung paano nila palulusutan na, nag-malfunction. Hindi din natin alam kasi bagong-bago itong machine na ito sa atin. Hindi rin natin alam kung paano ang itsura ng malfunction. Pwede nilang lusutan na hindi ito nag-malfunction. Ano lang to. Tapos pwede nilang insert ang gusto nilang i-insert. So, talking about Congo, sabi niya Congo lang. Pero hindi lang pala Congo, pati Iraq nagkaroon ng problema. Sa Congo naman, Miro supplied the voting machines for an election in Congo last year where 45% of polling stations reportedly experienced equipment malfunction. Biruin ninyo, 70% sa Iraq, 45% sa Congo with the situation being called catastrophic by electoral observers, corruption issues. Nako, pag corruption, ibig sabihin pwedeng mabayaran yung Miro dyan. Ito po yung napakadelikado dito, kaya kailangan bantayan natin ito. Corruption, pag sinabi natin corruption, may bayaran dyan. Up with the Miro's work in Congo. Following Congo's 2018 election, the Treasury Department sanctioned the president of the Election Commission for corruption, saying he inflated a contract for Miro's machine by up to 100 billion, which was then deposited into company he controlled. Kaya naman pala pinakamahal na budget sa lahat. Pinakamahal 17 billion itong Miro na ito. Siyempre sasabihin ng Miro, ito ay paninira lamang. Pinaka-basic dito is malfunction and corruption. So, pag sinabi natin corruption, alam natin may bayaran dyan. Pag sinabi natin malfunction, hindi po siya 100% na functionable kasi may sira-sira naman pala. Ang nakakatawa dito is lone bidder. Di ba meron tayong 4 na pinagpipilian nito? Paano nangyari na iisa lang ang naging pagpipilian? So wala ka ng pagpipilian. Ang tanong, nagkaroon ba ito ng parang nangyari nung Smartmatic na where ito inexpose ni Attorney Glenn Chong. Ayan. Per Lam's instruction po to ask you if you can attend the meeting with the Smartmatic tonight at 6:30 ang venue. Ayan. Sa bahay nila. Kindly confirm ASAP if you can attend so I can send your name to Attorney Vic Rodriguez. So ito po, ayan, in-expose na convo ni Attorney Glenn Chong doon sa staff ni Liza Marcos. How could you meet? Ito nung 2022 ito na election. So hindi po malayong mangyari yung malfunction and corruption. 'Di ba? So ayan po yung sa Iraq, Election Commission ignored warnings over voting machines, which we can say na ito po magiging nito is corruption talaga. 3 po ang naging nagka-experience ng sa Miro system, yung Argentina, yung Congo at saka yung Iraq. So we have to take that one na kailangang bantayan natin. Ngayon, ang isa pang issue natin dito is maalala ninyo itong mga senatorial bets na nag-withdraw. Again, hindi ko in particular itong mga senatorial bets na nag-withdraw. Ang akin lang dito is bantayan po natin na matanggal ito sa kanilang sa listahan ng mga senatoriables kasi may posibilidad na ang ilan sa kanila may tendency kasi na gagawin ng COMELEC or ng Miro, may tendency na yung mga votes, kasi 'di ba ang sabi ni Garcia, kahit na nag-withdraw sila, may ka-consider na yung votes ay stray votes. Pero syempre, kung stray votes yung mga yan, considered pa rin na bilang yung votes nila, yun nga lang, stray votes kasi hindi sila may ka-considered na panalo or talo or whatever. Pero may posibilidad na ang dagdag bawas, di ba, ilalagay nila dito sa mga alam niyo ibig kong sabihin, ilalagay nila dito sa mga nag-withdraw. So, napaka-delikado rin po yun na pwede nilang tanggalan or bawasan halimbawa yung boto ni Pastor Kibuloy or boto ni Senator Bongo at ilagay nila kay, halimbawa, kay Doc Willie Ong, ilagay nila kay Chavit, ilagay nila kay Wilbert Lee. Pwede nilang gawin yun. The mere fact na sinabi ni, di ba, ni Comelin Garcia,
Ito yung selection nyo.
no?
Oo.
Pwede mong iluwa ulit, i-return. Pwede nilang gawin yan kapag wala na yung bumuboto or yung botante. So, ikalat natin ito at kailangan bantayan natin ito sa halalan.